Oh, hello everyone. So I thought I'd just take a minute to check in here and see how everyone is doing. I've been kind of getting a prompt to start doing some more live videos and just talking about the energies that are going on, occurrences that are going on. I know that there's a large new paradigm or life chapter, some are saying a new book that's coming in now, that we are really all being pushed forward on. And with that, there may be a lot of last minute purging, a lot last minute letting go of things that are shifting rapidly. I've also noticed, and maybe this is just because it's what's going on for my development, but a lot of people have been talking about relationships. I know that it's also February and Valentine's Day is this month. So that may also be in a lot of people's frequencies. I do feel, though, that as we step into this new chapter that we are all engaging in with this new moon after the eclipses that happened in January, we're going into this new cycle. I did some transmissions earlier in January to prepare us for these, to help us clear out what needs to be released, helping us step into our more full soul alignment so that we are walking on our most truest path for our souls, and stepping out of maybe like egoic thoughts or patterns, trying to please others, trying to please society, and putting kind of our own callings, our own deeper needs, wishes, wants, desires aside, because it really doesn't work the further we go into this newer energy. And we're really all being pushed and called to let go of all of these old ways of doing things that used to run our world. And as we awaken and more awaken, we're stepping out of what is considered the world. And we're really stepping into this more multidimensional view of ourselves, understanding ourselves at a soul level. So this is what I wanted to just kind of check in about, that, as we go into these new levels, we are called to align with ourselves. Right? As we align with ourselves at a soul level, this is our soul level is our source level. We're connecting to source, the Godhead, all that is, right? This is allowing us to be who we truly actually are. And when we do this, this is how we change everything that's going on around us. This is how we change in relationships, how we view another person, how we're able to be our most true, authentic self, how we're able to see another person's most true, authentic self, to know when we are being true or when we are muddling things with our own views or fears, projections, right? That's the biggest thing, is that we can tend to project old patterns, our views onto what somebody else is doing, either taking personally what they're doing or becoming afraid of letting our true selves come through when we see somebody else showing their true self, or when we see somebody else hiding their true self. How are we doing this ourselves? And so it really is a call right now to check in with yourself, to have a regular way of doing this. I know some people don't like to do meditation, or they have trouble focusing to do meditation. Personally, I prefer to do Shamanic Journey, or I like to open up Akashic Enlightenment. And this is the book that I wrote that includes a gateway prayer on how to open Akashic Enlightenment. So this is teaching you how to open your own Akashic records, to open the book of truth. And so it's taking you into this higher dimensional space where you are accessing the record of your soul. You're accessing the greater laws of the universe outside of this man-made world of laws and rules that are not really a part of the higher divine will. And so when we go into this space, even just energetically coming into that space, like opening ourself into that area and just sitting in this space for like 15 minutes a day, it's really bringing us into more of a true resonance, right? You could compare this to going into like a theta state, or how the monks will meditate and they'll go into a deep gamma brainwave state, right? And so by going into Akashic Enlightenment, you're going into another frequency, a deeper state of who you truly are. So it's like you're automatically going into a deep meditative state, just by doing the prayer and going into that resonance. And so once you're there, you can meditate in that space, you can focus on the chakras, you can just ask questions and see what comes in, and just receive that as an energy or as knowledge in your mind, or you can write down what you receive. Or you can speak what you receive into a recorder. And so this is what is in my book. There are some practices that you can do. There's soul alignment practices in certain areas like relationships, ascension, divine love, and healing. So there are practices in here. There's also some MP3s that'll guide you through it if you would like to just have something auditorily to listen to while you go through this process. I also teach one-on-one classes to help you go through Akashic Enlightenment and to go through that kind of deeper awakening within yourself, get comfortable with using the prayers and meditations. And again, all of this is outside of any religion. This is merely, channeled in words that hold a frequency that allow you to go to a higher frequency. For those of you that are familiar with my channel already, you know that I do a lot of channeling with the Council of Light. I also work with the Elohim, which are the creator beings, and they help create our physical form, right? And they help with a lot of the DNA activations as well. I also work with Ascended Master Jesus. I work with in the past, I've worked with the Galactic Federation. I channel higher beings as well. And that's more of when I'm in Mount Shasta, I will connect with higher beings. And I'm also teaching a workshop or a retreat coming up in July where I'll be helping you learn how to connect to those higher beings using Akashic Enlightenment, building basically this higher pillar of connection, allowing you to open your awareness, right? So we're letting go of the senses, the five senses. We're typically used to using our eyes, smelling things, hearing things, and kind of living in this physical world. And this is really taking us to this astral world, right, where we're sensing energy. For those that are clairvoyant, you will start to see other beings, right? And when you go through things, through this awakening or opening yourself up to these higher frequencies in a way that is, I guess, kind of conditioned or contained, it allows you to have benevolent connections, right? So when you do a shamanic journey, excuse me, it brings you into a place where you're meeting with benevolent spirits, right? And so this creates the best of both worlds, because you're going into the spirit world, you're getting used to receiving these higher energies, this higher frequency, communing with other beings, and you want to meet some friendly beings. You want to meet your people. You want to meet your angels, your guides, the ascended masters that are aligned with working with you. That's what I am helping you do. So the retreat will be working on that, getting you aligned with your higher beings that you are meant to communicate with. I'll be doing light language transmissions up there as well, to help us get into alignment, to have the most beneficial and highest soul-aligned, higher connections that we are in alignment with to have, right? So we're setting the tone, we're setting the frequency, we're setting the intention to have the deepest connections and awakenings with higher beings that are there. It's a great vortex there in Shasta. So if you feel called to do that, that is another thing that I am offering. And that is in the summer. So I hope you're all doing well. Just hang in there. I think next week things are going to be getting a little bit smoother if it's been a little bit rough. If it hasn't been rough, then great. You've been in alignment or paying attention, and you're just feeling great about things, which is great. And if you are needing assistance along the path or things are feeling confusing, I'm here to do personal sessions with you. I do Skype sessions, Zoom sessions, as well as phone sessions. Either doing readings or Akashic or light language attunements, just to help you come into these higher frequencies, right? We can also look at your soul path and things that you need to be working on or places that you're stuck. And I also do the Asian medicine. So if you're having trouble with the body going through these ascension symptoms or this awakening or just trying to juggle your life between spiritual awakening and living day to day. I offer the herbal medicine sessions on Skype or on Zoom. So if you don't live in the San Francisco Bay Area, you can do that. If you live in the San Francisco Bay Area, please come see me. It'd be great to meet you in person. I'm here in Sausalito, California. So just hang in there. I know that this year has been a heck of a start, and there's many of us that are going through the same things. We're all going through it together. We're all just at different levels of going through this. And remember, the best thing that you can do is stay aligned with your truest self, right? Anything that is acting out to show you what you need to look at, right? So we have that full moon coming up on the 19th. And so that's really just going to kind of push things forward into this new life cycle that we're really going into. So we're still in a little bit of the things getting turned upside down, right? So I hope you're all doing well. Just stay the course, keep going. You're doing great. It's trial and error, and try to get as much inner guidance as you can as you're going along that path. And if you can't get that inner guidance, or you can't get kind of that deeper understanding, ask for help. Me or another practitioner, whoever you resonate with. I'm not stuck on you seeing me. I'm just here to provide any help that I can. So, okay, stick with it. Don't give up. We're almost crossed another finish line here together. And I will see you next time that I'm called to check in. Doesn't seem to be any light language coming in today. This is more of just a little message to say hello and check in. Sending you lots of love and light. I hope you had a beautiful, divine love Valentine's Day, and it was meaningful and deep for you in connecting with those deeper resonance of love. And many blessings, and enjoy your journey. And I'll see you next time.